How do I do this? What happened? What's going on? Manitou, start. I started it. How do I join my meeting? What's going on? Sharing screen. Oh, here they are. View. Admit. 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 Wait. Hey everyone. What is going on? Give me a second. I'm still trying to figure this out. Can you see my screen? There you are. All right, which game should we go over? You want to do Manitou versus MU so that we can beat them next time? See what their
Sure.
game plan is and
Sure.
figure them out. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hi, Gracie.
Hi, Molly.
Long time no see.
I was just about to say that. I'm having beef with Kayla right now. Now we're supposed to hang out with her next weekend.
What's going on? Technical difficulties. Hold tight.
Do you guys like my socks?
What's going on?
Hey, Molly.
Like my shirt?
Like my socks?
Like my shirt?
Yeah, I do.
You can see the screen?
I can see the screen.
Same.
Okay. So let's take a look at how we scored first. So we can start out first to the ball. Okay. So right here, the concept.
Wait, I can't see that.
Yeah, all I see is Google.
Yeah,
me
same.
too.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, I can see your thing moving.
I can see the Google page.
Is this everyone?
The 4 people.
You know what? That's okay.
Should I tell Sophie and Nancy to join?
Oh, weird. Yeah,
I
tell
can't.
her Great.
Where's Ansley? Didn't she say she was gonna join?
Yeah. Oh, I can see it now.
Awesome. I had the wrong
Yeah, me too.
sharing. Okay, so the first concept is like if you go one step forward, you want to go backwards because if you try to go forward from Kyler here and Ansley tries to go forward here, what's she gonna run into?
A player.
A person?
Right? So when you go forward here, you want to pass it back. And so that's called a third girl or third person run. So we go here. Who could she have played the ball into pretty easily here?
Lauren or Kenzie.
Probably Lauren, right? Lauren would be the option. So we bounce it into Lauren. And then if Lauren gets the ball here, who's gonna step to Lauren?
The
Hannah?
You think that,
Oh wait,
So-
no, you mean defending.
yeah,
That
the defender. So if we
number
play it back
19.
into Lauren, who's probably gonna step to Lauren?
number 19.
Number 19, right? And then who's gonna be wide open?
Hannah.
Hannah, right? And then and do you think Hannah's gonna be able to get the ball here? Probably.
Hopefully.
If she steps here, do you think that Lauren's capable of playing a pass here?
Mm-hmm.
And do you think that Hannah would be able to get the ball right here? And what do you think, who's gonna cover Hannah then?
10.
This
Oh,
girl?
wait. Oh, yeah.
And if this girl covers Hannah, what's wide open in the middle? A lot of what?
People.
A
Space.
lot of, a lot of people or a lot of space? Which one,
Both. If people move there, then people.
right? And so if Hannah gets it here and this player comes to Hannah and Hannah plays it
And then
here,
space.
do you think that Alyssa or Lainey or
Lainey.
Ansley or I don't know if Lainey's in. Yeah, Lainey here, right? Would be able to get that ball right here.
Mhm.
And then do you think we would have scored a goal?
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably.
Hopefully.
There's a good chance that we're going to get a shot or a pretty high percentage shot. So what I want us to learn is we're always really close to scoring goals. It's just the decision making that prevents us or gives us that opportunity. So we're right here now and we lost the ball. We win it back here and we kind of just boot it around and we just kind of kick it around. So right here, could Kenzie pass the ball here?
Yeah.
She could, but would that be a good pass?
Not really.
Not
Oh, there's
really.
2 people on her. There's 2 people there. 3.
Yeah.
And is Lauren a little bit too close? Do you want to make a pass that's that close?
No.
Is Lauren supposed to be wide?
I think Lauren is a winger, and then Ansley is a center forward here, and then Lainey is the other center forward. Kenzie's a 6. Alyssa's a 10. Kyler's another 6 or an 8. So where should Lauren have moved here?
Wider?
Out wider? Yeah.
If she was wider in this area, could Kenzie have played a ball here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we would have been able to keep the ball because Kenzie can't really play that ball here, right? That didn't really do us any good. This wouldn't do us any good, right? And so using this space, and then what do you think we're trying to do? Oh, perfect. Lauren's just joining. Lauren, we were just talking about you. So Lauren, right here, if you can see us. So we're talking about, so Kenzie has the ball right here and she tries to kick it this way. And there's a lot of traffic right here. And so we're kind of learning about spacing right now. And if Kenzie passes it to you right here, do you think that that defender is probably going to close you down pretty quickly? And you can put your audio on, Lauren.
Audio on.
What do you think, Lauren? You think that that's going to be pretty tough if you receive the ball right here?
Yeah.
Probably, right? So we're working on spacing right now. So where do you think you could have went, Lauren?
Maybe I could have gotten wider.
Yeah, and if you go wider, right, are you going to have time to receive that ball,
Yeah.
right? And then what's MU's basic strategy? They've got 1, 2, 3, 4. What are they trying to do?
Defend.
Just boot the ball up.
Yeah, they're trying to get really tight right here. And so what do we kind of need to do to get around this clump of players?
Space out.
Yeah,
Yes.
get wide.
So if Lauren goes here, right, would this player potentially go towards Lauren?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, and this player maybe potentially go towards Lauren.
Hmm.
And then do you think that if Kenzie dropped the ball right here, it would be a good idea? If Lauren got the ball from Kenzie here, and then Lauren passed it to Kenzie here, do you think that would be a good idea?
Yeah.
What would that allow Kenzie to do now? Where do you think Kenzie could have passed it right now if she
They
was right
could
here?
pass it to like Alyssa or like cross it to Lainey or something.
Awesome. And so imagine that Alyssa got the ball right here. Is this person going to potentially dribble towards, or excuse me, is this person potentially going to pressure Alyssa?
Mm-hmm.
And then what will that allow for Lainey? Will she be wide open?
Yeah.
Right? And if Alyssa can't play it directly to Lainey, who could play it directly to Lainey?
Alyssa.
So let's say that that person covers Alyssa and she cuts off that lane. Could it go into Kyler? And then is there a big gap here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Awesome. And it's all just spacing. It's all spacing and then vision and communication. Okay, let's keep going and let's look at some other stuff. Okay, we're first showing the goal because I want to start out on a good note. Everything comes down to a fancy word they use, like famous coaches use, is numerical superiority, which means having more oranges in one area of the field, freeze, than blues. So if Ansley dribbled this way, what would the numbers have been?
Like
that a
4
one-on-one
against
here?
1.
Yeah, right. And then here is a one-on-one. So if she dribbled this way, she would have went into all these players, right? But since she dribbles this way and plays it here, right? Now this player is supposed to be marking who? Who's this player really supposed to be marking?
Alyssa?
Me?
Probably Lainey. Who's this player supposed to be marking?
Alyssa?
Right? So who's marking Lainey?
Alyssa. Wait, no, who's center forward?
So it's a one-on-one here, a one-on-one here, but because Alyssa was able to draw in, are two players covering Alyssa now?
Yeah.
And then do you think she made
Yeah.
that pass? Do you think she was able to complete her pass?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And because she completed her pass and she drew in two
Oh,
players,
there.
Lainey was able to score. We all celebrate. We all feel really, really good. So the thing about soccer is it's not an emotional game. Emotions can kind of distract us from, oh, we did something. It's usually just kind of a chess game, a game of science, a game of spacing, a game of positioning. And if you get scored on, it's usually because we're either not in the right position or someone's not in the right position or some people are not, or we didn't technically have the speed or something's wrong, but it's all fixable. And so we never have to feel bad about getting scored on if we want to figure out how. All right, so right there, one thing that I just want us to really work on here that I've noticed a lot is like, you don't want to get dribbled one-on-one, correct? Would you agree with that? Getting dribbled one-on-one is not a good thing in soccer, right?
Yeah.
Right? And so if we don't win our individual tackles, should I put on the screen so you can say hi to everyone? Kenzie's here too, right? That's like getting beat one-on-one. So if you win a 50-50 challenge, like this tackle, if Carly wins this, right, that's the same as beating a player. And that's really good because it creates numerical superiority, which is a fancy word for what? We have more numbers, more oranges than blacks in this situation. Okay, so we didn't win our 50-50s. It got bounced around. Luckily, it came out. Let's see. All right, so now we're trying to press them. And here is MU in a nutshell. here's what they do. So they go forward and then they go back. And if you can make that tackle, whoever made that tackle, and you put that physical tackle on them really hard, right? They might give up the ball, right? But we didn't win our 50-50, and that allowed them to keep going, right? So a lot of what I think we just need to work on as a team right now is individually us just going into tackles really, really hard and making sure we win the ball. And I think good things will start to happen. Do you agree with that? Is
Yeah.
that something that you
Yeah.
think that we can work
Yeah.
on?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Who
Okay.
does Kinley?
I like Kinley's run.
Okay, let's see.
That's Tay talking to Ansley.
I have to burp.
Gracie, mute yourself.
So here's my question. Did we win our 50-50 challenge here? Or did they win their 50-50 challenge?
They did.
Hey, you won
They
there.
won it. And guess what
Oh, they
happened?
did. They scored.
Yeah. And so that's the difference, like on our corners. If we win the 50-50s and we get there first, we score. If we don't, they clear it. In this situation, they got to the ball first, right? And they were able to win it. Okay. So I'll look at it one more time here and see if I see anything else. Okay. So I like to, so right here, if I was this player, I don't know who it is, but that's the defender. I like to step in front of my defender. I like to be the first to the ball, right? I don't let them even touch it, right? And they were able to touch it here, which they actually touched it and got the second touch. So if we win that, if we get to the ball first, they don't even get to touch it. So let's just try on corners. Can we be the first one to the ball? Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to turn the phone on? Say hi there. Kenzie wants to say hi.
Hi, Kenzie.
Hi, Kenzie.
There's no-
Kenzie, do you like my socks?
All
I'm
right.
wearing 2 different socks right now.
Oh, Carly.
Back to the game. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so I want to get up. Let's start with build outs. Let's take a look at build outs so that we can talk a little bit to like our outside backs. Because we have Lila and Lena play some outside back. Lena, are you almost ready to play again? Are you feeling up to practicing soon?
I have to wait 2 more weeks.
2 more weeks? Okay.
So you and KK will come back like the same time.
Almost, yeah.
ISHYY.
Okay, so we're gonna learn how to break these guys down. So here's how they stand. Okay. So what they're trying to do, and they're not doing it very good. So it's easy to stick, easy to beat. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna cut off this pass right here. And they're gonna try to lock you onto this side of the field. Would you agree? That's what they're trying to
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
And then by playing the outside, are we playing into their kind of plan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think would be a better option right here?
Well, there was no one in the middle. No one moved to the middle.
So do we want to play to the middle here? Is that kind of a
No.
dangerous pass?
Well, not right. Yeah, right now it is. Yeah.
So what do we do in here? If they want us to go over here, what should we do?
Clear.
Back to Bella.
Switch it. Switch the sides.
Yeah, switch the sides. That would be interesting. Because if we switch the sides, do they have really anyone over here?
No.
Not really.
Right?
Then they waste their energy running.
Yeah,
But
so
neither do we.
But there's still some people,
is
and
there,
we're fast.
all right, so imagine if we would have played the ball here. Okay, is that you, Gracie?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine if we would have played it to you here and you would have dribbled out here. Would she come to you?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay.
And then she has Lila.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that's one option. That's kind of like the first step. And that's actually the most risky thing that you can do though. Because if Gracie goes here and this player kind of cuts off this player, like I would do, like if I was teaching you, I would say cut off Lila here. This player would cut off Lila.
Isn't
Right?
that Hannah?
That's Lila.
That looks. Oh, oops.
That is not Hannah.
Guys, my
Hannah's
eyes are
on the
playing
other side of
tricks
the
on
field.
me. My
Okay.
eyes are playing tricks on me.
So in this situation, right, the rule of thumb is when you see Bella on this side of the field, they're gonna try to make you. They're gonna think that you're gonna go which way? That way, right?
Yeah.
So we're falling into their plan, and they also have a video recording device, and they're using it too. So they're doing exactly what we're doing here, but they've been probably doing like game analysis for longer, and that's why they're understanding how to beat us basically. So it goes into Gracie. Gracie comes here. Will this player cover Gracie?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Probably, right? Will she maybe try to cover Lila too?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And if she maybe covers Lila, would that be a dangerous pass that could get intercepted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you see her trying to cut off Lila, who needs to be there to help?
Is that Carly in the
That
middle?
one.
Yeah.
I don't know where our winger is here. I'm trying to figure out where.
This one we switched formation and we did like 3-4.
Oh yeah, we
Wait,
did
is this
like
this
3
one?
center D.
And like 4 mids.
So we were playing 3-4-3 or playing
We were playing like
I don't.
It was like
Or
3-4-3, but like the 4 was like a box.
yeah.
Yeah.
Lila was supposed to be forward.
okay. Oh, that makes sense. I like that. All right, so 3-4-3. I'm not sure where our winger is. So let's just say, is that Kinley or
Kinley was center forward.
I don't know where our right forward is.
Lila was supposed to be forward, but they had us mark that girl.
Oh, Lilo is forward here.
Wait.
I don't
what?
know what I was.
I thought
was
we
so
did like
confused.
3 center D and then we had 2 wingers like that, and then we had like 4 in the middle.
Yeah,
I
was
was
it?
so confused.
was
I
like
didn't know what I was doing.
It was like 3-4-3 or something.
But I asked Tay and he said that's the player I should be marking.
Okay. All right. Here's what I want you to know. When that ball goes here, we don't want to fall into their trap. We want to come out here. Gracie wants to take her space here, right? Because it'll draw in this player. Now this is where we need to get a forward, right? Kinley or whoever that if we're playing like a 4-3-3, this is where like that right winger or right forward would come to here. We would play Gracie into that player here, right? Normally, would that player have a player on their back?
Wait, I'm lost.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Wait.
All right. So basically, it's going to look like either Gracie comes here and plays it out to Lila, or the better option would be like Gracie comes here, plays it into maybe this player who plays it into Lila. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Gracie's drawing in this player, right? There'll be a big gap here. It goes into someone's feet. Usually that would be Ansley in this situation. And then Ansley plays it into Lila here.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not lost anymore.
All right, let's take a look at another situation. Okay, so
Oh, I remember that.
so the so what I want us to learn is like spacing, and we want to come to the ball, right? So here, so because we're going outside, we need a winger. So if I was Lainey, I would go here, right? And then if Lainey was here, could she pass it into, could Alyssa, I think that's Alyssa. Could Alyssa pass it into Lainey if Lainey was here? If she was standing here, do you agree?
Yeah.
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 Right? Okay. But
Nathan.
because she went like a run here, was she available?
No.
Okay.
No.
So what I would like to see here is that when Alyssa comes out, we've got a winger here. Then we can pass it to the winger. And then where would the winger go? Would they be dribbling inside then?
Back to Alyssa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
And then Alyssa could keep running. She could overlap potentially. Right? She could make a run up here, right? And then Lainey will connect with one of these players in the middle. Okay, fair enough. Can we move on from that part? Does that make sense? So like wingers, you want
Yeah.
to start wide here, is basically what I'm saying. If you're not open here, drop in deep so that they can play you and then come inside. Now, it didn't work. She couldn't find anyone, so she did the right thing. She went back. Now, what's wrong with this pass here? Mackenzie. Why? Are you so let's talk about spacing now. Right? So is it good to make a 5-foot pass or a 10-foot pass? What if Kenzie was standing here, would she have been an option?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And then if Kenzie would have been an option and this player ran at Kenzie, who would have been wide open?
Alyssa.
Alyssa.
Wait, which player's running at Kenzie? Okay.
This player right here. So the reason that Alyssa didn't feel comfortable playing it to Kenzie is because would that player who was guarding Alyssa been able to go and steal the ball from Kenzie?
Yeah.
Right? Kenzie would exactly, right? But if Kenzie would have had a little bit more space, then would that person still have ran at Kenzie? And then Alyssa would have been open. And then would that essentially been the same as Alyssa dribbling that player and getting here?
Yeah.
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 Right? So with that drop pass and opening up, we would have broke them down. Okay, now it comes to the defense. Okay, and here's an area we can really improve on. So we went here. It's called swinging the ball. What does swinging the ball mean?
I don't know.
So swinging the ball means like moving the ball around through the back. Swinging the ball means like switching the fields. So is that Molly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So when you see, who is that right there?
That's Sophie.
Sophie. So when you see Sophie on that ball, I want you to drop underneath like this. You see that? If you were there, if you went underneath there, would you have been open if that defender didn't follow you?
Yeah.
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 And would Sophie have been comfortable playing it to you if you were right here?
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah. And if that player right here covered you and you went right there, who would have been open then?
Gracie.
Right? But you see how we're in a line here?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We want to be in a triangle. And the rule of thumb is you want to be behind, underneath them. So if it, then we can go here, right, into Molly, right? And then we can go into Bella. So we get about 10 minutes left, I think. We have 9 minutes left tonight. So right here, we're learning about the defenders swinging the ball, right? So if Molly goes here and this defender follows, would Gracie be open?
Yeah.
potentially, right? But more importantly, would our center defensive mids have space to work in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because remember, this defender would have went over here. Because Molly, if you drop here, the defender might follow you. And if they don't follow you, you'll be wide open and you can swing it into Bella out to the other side or swing it to Gracie out to the other side. Make sense? Kinda? Okay. I think we get this. All right. But instead, where did we go?
Wait, I don't
Right
know.
back.
Where did I go?
We'll try
Right.
to go back to them.
Right back into there. Okay. So here, what I would have done is I would have dribbled inside into this space if I was Alyssa. And I would have connected in the midfield here. I would have played, so I would have went 1, 2 into this space. That's what I would have done, right? But since it wasn't there, she goes, we get kind of stuck into this, and we lose the ball. All right, let's find another situation. Do we have any requests on things we want to go over in the last 5 minutes? Here, let's look at another goal that we got scored on. Let's look at some of the goals to see if we can prevent these things.
Okay.
We got scored on.
Wait.
All right. So we got scored on right here when it was our ball. So we got the ball here. So what you want to do on goal kicks like this is look at our shape right now. Do we look really?
We're all in the middle.
We're all in the middle, right? And so is anyone really
Yeah.
open?
No.
No.
So when we get the ball, we want to be spread out. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
And we want to get a forward all the way up here. And when we kick that ball, we don't want to go forward. When I say that, I mean, we don't want to kick the ball here and have the forwards running here. Because look at what happens. Who does it go
Oh, they
to?
get it. To the other team.
Wait. For goal kicks, if we're kicking it far, like if Sophie's kicking it far, should she tell them to like spread out or go wide even though she's kicking it far?
Yeah, so Bella should be like, hey, I'm going long, right? And she should wait, and our defenders should be telling her, wait, we got to get open, right? And then when we get our forwards up here, where should the forwards go? Because I said I don't want them to go this way. Which way should they go?
Back?
Back, yes. Because imagine Ainsley held that ball there. Then who could get the ball?
Lainey or someone.
Alyssa, right?
That's what I meant.
And this is called building in the players or building the attack. Because right now, if Ainsley goes by herself, what are the numbers?
Like 4v1.
Yeah, 3 or 4v1, right? But if she passes it back, then it's 2v4, right? And if we pass it back again, now we're starting or swing it. Now we're building in these players. So Ainsley drops it here, right? We switch the ball out here. We play it out here. Now we've got 1, 2, 3 players, right? And now we have a 3v4, which is still not enough to score, right? So we have to build in another player here. But since we lost it, they booted it,
And it just goes right back to Bella.
right? So because we didn't have enough players up, it gave their defenders time to boot it. We don't want to give their defenders any time. We want to be so tight on these players that they can't play it long. Because imagine if this player was right here. Could she boot it long? And if she didn't have much time, would she have time to have looked up there? Probably not, right?
No. They all knew that she was gonna kick it up, so no one pressured her.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's all
Can
all
we
they
watch?
do is just boot the ball back up. That's like a lot of
Can we
what
watch
they do.
Anna fall?
That's their plan. What they do, and we can do it to them. So what they try to do is they try to boot the ball up to our side of the field. Would you agree with that? They try to get the ball up
Yeah.
to our side of the field, and then what do they do when they get it to our side of the field? Well, when we have it, or say they lose it, what do they do right away? Do they pressure us really, really hard?
Yeah.
Have you,
Yeah.
Do they?
right? Which means if they throw a bunch of numbers up here, we need to just boot the ball down to their side of the field, because what they're doing is they're throwing all their numbers up. So I'll show you. I bet they're gonna
Oh.
do it again. So they're pressuring, right? And then they're gonna try to win the ball, and they're gonna play it really quickly into the forwards.
Oh, we need to-
There they go, right? Okay,
See?
so this is what they do, right? And then right here, watch how fast all their players move up the field. See how quickly all their players are up the field,
Oh,
Okay.
there's a goal.
and they scored again. Okay, so they boot it
Ow.
up. So what we want to do is we want to pressure them. So we had the ball here. Not sure what happened. And then they just boot it up.
Yeah. Yeah, they always
So-
have like a couple people back and then they just boot it for someone to be up there.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Let's see if we can figure out how to stop this. So we were playing a back three right there. So the
mhm.
first thing is you never want a player to get in behind your back three. So right here, Sophie should have been like right here. And then if Sophie does get beat, right,
Then there's Molly.
Molly comes out here. Where should Sophie go now? Should
On
Sophie
the to cover
Into my
Molly's
spot.
spot.
cover
Behind.
her spot, right? Okay. And then Molly right here. What should you do in this situation? What do you think Molly should do in this situation? There's a so kick it out. That would be like my first kind of like, the first step. Like if you feel in trouble, just kick that ball out right here. Right? The second option would be to play back.
To Gracie.
I would rather it go back. Honestly, I'd rather it go back into Bella. So if Bella would come out here, is Bella good with her feet?
Sometimes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
She can like go and she can like get the ball and pass it. I don't know how good she is like I don't know how comfortable she is with like using her skills though.
Okay. In that case, what we need to do is we need Gracie to turn on her jets. Okay. So turn on your jets. Remember what I said about getting behind,
Yeah.
right? So right here, can she pass it to you right now?
No.
Probably not, right? But if you were right here, could she pass it to you?
Yeah.
Right? And then you could take a touch out here and then you could hit it long. Or you could take a touch here. But yeah, is this manageable? Is this okay? So we're done already.
Yeah.
Was this helpful?
Yeah.
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 Okay, should we do more of this?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. If you girls want to do it,
Can we watch Hannah fall?
we're out of time. There's 20 seconds left in it. It shuts off. I don't
Okay,
know.
at the start of next one we'll watch Hannah fall.
There you go.
They have the worst.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
I'm gonna go eat food.
All right, have a good one. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.